112, 113, 114. Hey heroes, Isaac Zephyr here. And what'd you think of the new intro? I figured, it was time to update things a little bit. I was finding more and more problems with the old one. But anyway, getting down to business. I've been having more and more interest in doing minecarts, and when I originally did my review of the snapshot that introduced minecart with hoppers, I didn't really have any sort of useful function for them. So I've been kind of working with that idea to make kind of an item retrieval kind of idea. Now, there's two problems that I'm still kind of working around. One is that you can't get mine carts or mine rails on top of chests at all, even with shift. They won't go on top. Even I've tried doing them across, you can't. So there's no way to actually get a minecart with a hopper on top of a chest, short of like dropping it on it, and then there's really no way to get back on track. So I'm kind of working around with different ideas, but I don't want anything to be too ridiculously big. And then there's the other problem that, my little intro clip would have shown, is that there's a massive bug with detector rail when it's pushed by a piston, in that it doesn't lose its power. So you got two significant problems right there, which, they'll be worked around eventually. So till then, I'm kind of working on a device. The idea basically came from doing this, was where I discovered that bug, which has already been reported, so no huge worry. What I wanted to do was get the hopper to go in, get loaded, because of the the relation between detector rails and comparators. When anything that can have storage falls onto the detector rail, it'll actually do the same as if the full item was there. So by taking items from the chest above, it began to output a signal through the comparator, which then, can activate the pistons. The other thing is the comparator will actually act the same as a wall, so it'll stop it without having to actually, put a wall or anything in the way. So between all that, I started coming up with different ideas to try to circumvent some of the problems, because you can't actually put rail on this side here in order to have it go on a rail the opposite way, because then they, for some reason, will segment into two rails continuously all the way down. So you've got to have a space between, which this design doesn't call for. You can't really do that with pistons. So I started, trying to come up with new ideas involving the comparator in that, and this is kind of what I've come up with for like the first segment of this item sortage retrieval system. I haven't got a name for it or anything yet, but this is kind of the first idea, and I'll demonstrate it and then explain it. So we got our hopper minecart, which will go. And let's fly up so we can get a better view. But dang it keeps getting stuck. I think I've got to make it fall one more square just so that it hits that rail properly, because it keeps getting wedged in there. Yeah, damn it. Alright, here we go. Problem fixed. There's just a quick fix there. Just test this out. Wait till it loads up. Drop it on. There we go. Yeah, it just needed to fall a little more because it was getting stuck. But anyway, so the deal is obviously, normal rail carts on both sides, but when it drops onto the detector rail here, the comparator will not send, or will send out the signal until it gets, I think it's 18 items to fill up 2 squares. Might get a little bit more just because of the delays. Yeah, I got up to 28 because set times and all that. But anyway, so got about 28. You could change the length of the signal in order to get more or less items, but what ends up happening is the comparator, when it hits the ability to give it a signal strength of 2, will activate these repeaters. This one will go off first because sorry. Let me just grab a redstone torch to demonstrate on the fly. Oops. Well, I broke that. Needed to do that anyway. But anyway, yeah. Just put a cart there. There we go. The mine cart, or the track, has to move first, Otherwise, when it return, or otherwise there's going to be nothing under it. And if there's nothing under it, then it'll bug up. The detector rail would pop right off. Yeah, so you've got to have the delay set up appropriately. I've got this one with 1 and then 2, and then this won't even go off until 3. And at the same time that 3 goes off, this will lock, so that on the return, which, yeah, that's working fine. Yeah, on the return, come on. Did I run out of items in the chest? Yeah, I think I ran out of items in the chest. Alright, let's fix that noise problem. Yeah, there was more than one there. Oop. Anyway, that will lock that repeater, so it cannot go off until this one has already deactivated. So it's an interesting little system. It works. Like I said, it's the first part of many, and I think with the current bug, I'm not sure if it's because I've got the comparator there, but this doesn't tend to actually function. Yeah, see, we're getting no power, and well, there's no item. Yeah. See. So it needs the redstone update. I'm not sure if maybe this design has fixed it or not. Maybe it's just because I'm moving the block underneath it as well. Irregardless, we've seen the bug, and that this is currently working for now. It's going to be part of a much larger device. Anyway, so that's that. I wanted to just demonstrate this little piece if you wanted to use it for anything else. There's still going to be a lot more to this, like, a way to load this chest with things, so lots of stuff to work on, but I didn't want to review the entire device all at once because it would be massively too hard to break down every little piece. So I'm going to be releasing this device one piece at a time. This is, the first part. I'm going to be working on the second part, which is probably going to be a loader for that chest. And I might actually have it as an individual device or something. I don't know. We'll see how this device goes on. So, till then, this is Isaac Zephyr, signing out. Use this as you will. I've pretty much shown all of the redstone to it. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see y'all later, heroes.